to all the big homies. What we doing for our generation? How we living by example when we ain't creating? Opportunities we got, but we too busy hating. We lost focus, shit, I know I did, I'm on vacation. Too busy trying to get the clothes and cars. Too busy chasing hoes and living like the summer's ours. I'm ashamed I lost direction. I'm redefining life and sharing all these blessings. Lord homie, take a seat and listen. I know your daddy gone, but I'ma be the intervention. Seize life, know you a king. Stay sharp and watch for the fiends, shit. Save your money, fuck gold chains. Reinvest the dough so you can get the whole thing. Yeah, you can get the whole thing. Incorporated, not talking about the cocaine. No lean, no perk. You need a clear head to get it, cause it's gonna be work, kid. And you could be the first man in your house to graduate to higher learning. Yeah, this fire, yeah, it's burning. Motivation keeps me going when I'm hurt. This lifestyle's a better version. Avoid negative excursions. Yeah. When the street light's on, you can go get it right or you can go get it wrong. Yeah. When the street light's on, you can go get it right or you can go get it wrong. Shit. When the street light's on, you can go get it right or you can go get it wrong. Yeah. Or we gon' cry when you gone. Yeah. Or we gon' cry when you gone. Nothing good comes easy. No shortcuts in hustling, believe me. That's why I always got a strap when you see me. But that's only if I need it, not easily defeated. I'm dedicated like I'm breathing. I love my people, but we gotta keep believing. Yeah, we gotta keep achieving. Cause they think we all heathen. And we gon' prove them wrong. And I'ma see you through the perfect storm. I wanna see you in the morning when the night's gone. And you gon' lead the bad influences. I'm just speaking on some truest shit. Yeah. When the street light's on, you can go get it right or you can go get it wrong. Yeah. When the street light's on, you can go get it right or you can go get it wrong. Yeah. When the street light's on, you can go get it right or you can go get it wrong. If you do, we gon' cry when you gone. Yeah. We gon' cry when you gone. You can go get it right or you can go get it wrong. When the street light's on, you can go get it right or you can go get it wrong. Yeah, and we gon' cry when you gone. We gon' cry when you gone.
What's up? So listen, little Johnny is always being teased by the other neighborhood boys for being stupid. Their favorite joke is to offer Johnny his choice between a nickel and a dime. Johnny always takes the nickel. One day, after Johnny takes the nickel, a neighbor takes him to the side and says, "Johnny, man, those boys are making fun of you. Don't you know that a dime is worth more than a nickel, even though the nickel's bigger?" Johnny grins and says, "Well, if I took a dime, they stopped doing it. And so far, I have $20. How y'all doing? Yo, listen, I have a guest tonight. I have a guest, look. What y'all think? Can you see it? We like to congratulate the 2020 world champion Los Angeles Lakers. They did it. They did it again. Man, I tell you, I wasn't a LeBron fan until he came to the Lakers, man. And once he got there, I loved him. No, I didn't love him off rip, but I started looking at things that he did, man, and I thought, this actually is a good dude, man. And we got AD. I was so happy, so happy. Congratulations also to Miami Heat. Me and my engineer, we made a little wager on that, and I want to collect on that wager, man. But they were a good team. They played hard, and you know, it was dope, man. It was dope. So everybody can see me? Everybody can hear me real good? All right, listen, it's Monday night. It's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And it is time to wake your ass up. That is right, I'm feeling good. My Steelers are 4-0. My Lakers just won the championship. I'm super grateful and I'm super thankful. And guess what? That's what tonight's show is about. Tonight's show is about being grateful. Tonight we're going to talk about, through being grateful, how it's actually going to make you happy. And we're going to dive deep into it, man, because when you have something negative going on in your life, you don't focus on the good things. Everybody knows that. It's hard to be grateful and thankful when my rent's due, or I don't have money for the lights, or my lights cut off. Shit. I've had the lights cut off before, and I was grateful I can get them shits cut back on. But that's what we need to talk about, because, you know, on this show, what we want to do is we want to take away all the barricades that don't allow you to be happy, you know? And one thing is being grateful, but there's a difference between being grateful and being thankful. And we're going to talk about that a little bit. I have a video that we're going to share. I have two videos today that we're going to share. The first one is by Fearless Soul, and that's Soul with S-O-U-L. And the video is called How to Be Grateful. Pretty simple shit. So check it out. Tune in. We're going to come back. We're going to dive deep into this. Please share. Last week we had, I was going to give away some t-shirts. I'm still going to give them away. You didn't quite follow the instructions, but that's okay. I need you to share, but what I would like for you to do, if you can, if not, fuck you. But if you can, comment the @ symbol with people you think that might be interested in this show. And whoever gets me the most, 2 people that gets me the most, I'm gonna send out some t-shirts. Last week we had 2 people sharing. It's probably me, I explain shit fast and wrong sometimes. Kimberly Lawless and Stephanie Billings, you're gonna have a shirt coming to you. I'll get in contact with you and get your address and all of that stuff and you know, get a shirt out. I appreciate it. It's the Wake Your Ass Up shirt. We're giving out free shirts. And also, I've been telling you guys, this shit's been on my thing since the beginning. Local business owners. I want to start giving out a gift card, $50 gift card for the next 4 weeks. But you got to do what I asked you to do. If you own your own business, hit me up in my IG for Wake Your Ass Up. WAKEYOAZZUP. IG. Go into the DM. Tell me about your business. If you have a good story, that's great, but tell me about your business. Add a link. Not only will I, in the most inspiring, you know, DM, not only will you get the gift card, but I'm gonna announce your business on the show. And it might not mean that much now because there's only a few listeners, but trust me when I tell you it's gonna grow, because everybody in this world needs to listen to what we gotta say, because we're not talking no bullshit. It's not fake media. We're just trying to season your spirit, man, and get you to live more positive. But anyway, this video is by the Fearless Soul. It's called How to Be Grateful, and you're watching the Wake Your Ass Up show. Thank you all.
Say thank you for grace. Thank you for mercy. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for wisdom. Thank you for parents. Thank you for love. Thank you for kindness. Thank you for humility. Thank you for peace. Thank you for prosperity. Say thank you in advance for what's already yours. It's how I live my life. That's why I am, one of the reasons why I am today. Say thank you in advance for what is already yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this day. Thank you for every moment that led to this day. Thank you for the hard times. They made me appreciate the good times. Thank you for the lessons. They were needed for my development. Thank you for my eyes that get to witness the miracles of today and tomorrow. Thank you for everything I take for granted. Thank you for all of my blessings. Thank you for my drive. Thank you for my spirit. Thank you for my strength. Thank you for giving me the courage to fight through the hard times. Thank you for the people in my life, those I love and those I learn from. Thank you for it all. Thank you. Thank you. It's the key that opens the door to instant happiness, unlocks the door to everything we are really seeking in life. Happiness and contentment. Think about it. No matter what you say you want, money, riches, health, to help others, why do you really want it? When you drill deep down, the only reason anyone wants anything is the feeling we believe we will get from having it. That all boils down to happiness and contentment. And the truth is, we can have it now if we are grateful. And if you get quiet, get away from the noise of the world, and think for a moment about what you could be grateful for, I'm sure you could find plenty. Be grateful there's food on the table, air in your lungs, life in your body. Get grateful that you have opportunity to take your life to a whole nother level. To decide right now that you are going to live your dreams and never settle until you do. Get grateful for the mental strength you've been given to survive the hard times. Get grateful for your limbs if you have them. Many are not so blessed. Your eyesight if you have it. Many are not so blessed. Your hearing if you have it. Many are not so blessed. The health you do have, many are in worse positions. Get grateful for that one person that has had an impact in your life, or many people if you are so blessed. Then get grateful you can choose to be that person for someone else. That one that makes a difference in someone else's life, no matter how small. Get grateful you get to experience this magical universe. Today, look for miracles. I guarantee if you are looking, you will see them. There are unlimited things to be grateful for. Open your eyes. Unlock your amazing life. It's ready for you right now.
Thank you for this day, whatever it brings. Whether a challenge I need to grow, a lineup to teach me patience, an unexpected blessing, every moment of joy, whatever today brings, thank you. Whatever it brings, I pray I have enough presence in each moment to know that no circumstance is my life. No high or low, no event, no thing is my life. Life is energy, and I know I'm so much more than my physical body. Thank you for my ability to love, to give to others my authentic love and kindness without expecting anything in return. Thank you for my strength. Thank you for my presence. Thank you for my ability to attract only the things and people that are in harmony with what I need in my life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this day, whatever it brings.
What y'all think about that? I know it came across a little cheesy, dude was kind of country or whatever, but the message was real. The message was real because in our life, we have grown so accustomed to only dealing with the negatives and only focusing on the negatives that we have forgotten the things that we should be grateful for. And there's a difference. Studies have linked gratitude with increased satisfaction, motivation, and energy, better sleep and health, and reduced stress and sadness. Grateful people are much more engaged with their environment, leading to greater personal growth and self-acceptance and stronger feelings of purpose, meaning, and specialness. Listen, y'all, when I tell y'all the devil is working, the devil is working. He will make one negative thing outshine 10 positive things, and we allow it to happen every day. Every day we allow it to happen. See, this video to some of y'all might be corny. It's a little corny, the way he's, talked or whatever, but the message is real. And if you don't believe in that, you will never find true happiness. You will never find it because it's too corny. See, everybody wants to be cool and shit. One of these days, you're going to have to learn how to slow down, back up a little bit, and start really appreciating shit. Because Once you learn how to live your life in a grateful manner, I mean to be truly grateful, not just thankful, but grateful, you're going to have a better life, man. Gratitude is a warm feeling of thankfulness towards the world, or towards specific individuals. The person who feels gratitude is thankful for what they have and does not constantly seek more. Gratitude is more than just a feeling of thankfulness. Being thankful is the first step, and we have to have that initial feeling to build upon. We build upon it by redirecting our focus into making gratefulness a part of our lives 365 days a year. Gratitude requires us to stay alert of the role of others in our lives. This is different from the fleeting nature of the act of the mere thank you or feeling thankful one day of the year. Through gratitude, we get to make a sense of our lives and learn to credit our loved ones with the appreciation they deserve. How many times have you heard or someone passing and, oh man, I wish I would have done this, oh man, I wish I would have done that. I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm very blessed and fortunate to have my parents still in my life. They both live here and they're only 15, 20 minutes away. You know, and I have to get on myself because I don't go see them as often as I should. I do go see them. And they know I love them. I tell them all the time. And they know that I'm super grateful for them blessing me with life. But I don't get to see them as much. I wish they lived here with me so I could see them every day. But, you know, they're doing their own thing. My father likes to walk around the house in his underwear, so he don't think that would be appropriate. I wouldn't give a shit. But truly grateful. Here's an exercise. Y'all with me? Y'all can see? Okay. Here's the exercise. The next time something bad happens, say you're going to be short on your rent. That's going to take over your thought process, right? When that happens, I want you to say, I'm grateful for still having it. I'm grateful for still having the opportunity to get that rent paid. I'm a little short. See, it's all about that glass half empty, glass half full shit, right? We are so accustomed to bitching about everything and complaining about everything that we have lost full focus on what we're supposed to have focus on. I want everybody to do this. I want everybody to hold your breath. Hold your breath. Don't be afraid. Do it. How long can you do it before you start grasping for air? I think you guys will know where I'm going with this. You're going to want that breath of air so bad. There's people out there that don't have that. Be grateful and live in a grateful manner and not just thankful. And that's, you know, what the video and things we talk about, the difference between being grateful. It's very similar, but there is a difference. You know, being thankful is thank you for this, thank you for that, thank you for Thanksgiving, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for the gifts. Being grateful is a way of life. When you wake up in the morning, be grateful. How many times, I'm so happy, man, I'm sober now. I've been sober for 12 years. I would completely miss the morning, every morning, because I had a hangover. I missed the birds chirping. I missed the sun coming over the roof of my house. I missed the mist on the fucking grass. All of that shit, I missed it. Why? Because I'm cloudy and drunk and hungover. I'm sober now. Been a long time, and I'm grateful that I was able to kick that shit. But man, I hear it all now, man. I hear it and I see it and I love it and I smell it. And it's not corny, y'all. It's not corny. It's not corny to feel happy. It's not corny to know that the devil is working. I'm not some big religious dude. I'm not a Bible thumper at all. I believe in a higher power, no matter what it is. I can talk to you about aliens all day long. But when I wake up, I'm grateful. But it's a work in progress because I find myself stressing over bullshit. I'm getting better, but I find myself stressing over bullshit. There's so many things to be grateful for. Here's some simple things right here. Simple things that you can be grateful for even in the worst of times. A roof over your head and a warm home. That would be something to be grateful for. Have you ever slept outside? I have. That shit's not nice. Not only are you worrying about the elements out there, you worrying about fucking raccoons, you worrying about motherfucking somebody robbing you. I remember one night I spent the night outside my house, and I had a whole old broken down car in the back of the house. And I was able to get inside the car and slept inside the car. I slept under the motherfucker one night. There's a lot of things that my family don't know that I went through because I was too proud to admit it, because of the mistakes that I made in my life. And now that I'm older, I'm grateful. And people might say, well, it's easy to be grateful if you're not worrying about bills. It's easy to be grateful if you don't have all these kids to feed. It's easy to be grateful, blah, blah, the fucking blah, blah, blah. Fuck, it might be a little easier, but it's really not, because people with money have more problems with people without money. Trust me when I tell you, it's a brain exercise. The feeling you get when something good happens to you is what you're looking for. You're looking for that feeling. You're not looking for that $100 bill. It's not the good job. It's not being able to pay the rent. It's that feeling that you get. That fulfilled moment where you feel good. Now think about this. If you live a life being grateful for everything you have, you can get that feeling anytime you want it, all day long, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, because you're grateful. You guys still holding your breath? I doubt it. You had to breathe, didn't you? That's right. Be grateful for that shit. Be grateful for it. Because there's somebody out there doing worse than you. And I know that we're not in a great space right now as a country and as a world. But man, you gotta be grateful, because there's always somebody doing worse than you. I've seen people that were brought up in the projects, in the hood, go do missionary trips and shit, and come back and say, man, I didn't know what poor was until I went over there. My son, when he was 16 years old, he had the opportunity to go on a missionary trip with his school, and they went to Dominican Republic. And I remember him telling me it changed my life, and it did change his life. I noticed a difference in my son that he's carried on to today. And he told me a story where and I believe this, and I might be telling it wrong, son, so I won't go into too much detail, but I believe he said he gave his shoes to some kid off his feet and gave it to another kid because they didn't have any. And you know what's so crazy? You see people in the worst situations, and you see the TV shows where people begging for the $19.99 a month, and they got the little African kids with the flies and shit on their face and all that. There's people there that you see happy at times. And you might think to yourself, how in the fuck can they be happy when they don't have shit? I'll tell you why. Because we spoiled as shit, we're entitled as shit, and we think every fucking thing's supposed to be right, going right in our life. That's why. But we gotta change that. You gotta be grateful for every little thing that happens to you. Every little thing, man. Because I'm gonna tell you this. I forget who told me. And it's a meme out there. You might be disappointed because you don't have shoes. You might be upset because you don't have shoes. But I guarantee you there's somebody out there that don't have feet. And when you keep things in perspective like that, it makes you think, damn. You almost feel guilty for feeling bad. You know, and you should. You should feel guilty. There's people out here really going through some shit, man. So if you're able to encompass a grateful mentality, and you're grateful and you live your life in that way, not only are you going to help you, but that's going to bleed off onto someone else. Our responsibility as humans, our fucking responsibility is to help your fellow man and woman, period. I don't give a fuck what you think it is. It's a responsibility. That's why I'm doing this show. I'm not doing this shit for no big reason. I'm not. I'm doing this show because I want to give back and give some of the experiences that I had. Because I had a fucked up life. Well, I think it was fucked up, but it really wasn't. It was a life full of blessings. See, my daddy told me you don't get old and stupid. And that's true. So I want to share. And I think if we all live our life that way, man, it'll be a better place, even though it looks corny, right? There's a whole bunch of cool-ass people that ain't doing well for themselves. And trust me, it's not about money, it's not about none of that shit. It's about you being fucking grateful. If you got your parents in your life, be grateful. If you got children, beautiful children you wake up to, you know what I'm saying, every day, be grateful. Even if you by your fucking self, if you got a roof over your head, be grateful. Be grateful for whatever opportunity you have to make something bigger into your life. Be grateful for that shit. And then when something bad happens, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Trust me when I tell you, it's not. So you got to learn how to be grateful. You really do. I got another video, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about some more things. This video is it's put up by Tony Robbins. Now listen, that first video might have came across a little churchy. And I'm not, like I told you, I'm not a holy roller or nothing like that, but I believe. I guess I'm saying that to say this. You'll see similarities with some of these videos that the church preaches and things like that. And there ain't nothing wrong with it. I've been to church before, and I go to church every time I leave, I feel good about it. I don't get into it for certain other reasons, but every time I've gone, I've always came home feeling pretty good. You know why? Because I was reminded of something that I already knew. I was reminded to be grateful. I was reminded because I knew I was blessed. And that's why I felt good. Hell, I even cried in church before. I did. I'm not gonna lie, shit, I'm transparent. I sure did. Because the shit hit home. I forget what he was talking about. He was talking about some shit and it hit home, you know? So I want you to tune in, I want you to share, and I want you to get your friends involved because listen, together we can do this, but we gotta do it one step at a time. This video is called How to Be Extremely Grateful. It's by Tony Robbins. And I say all this shit so I don't get the little thing, a notification from YouTube, but they still send it, so fuck it. I'm not making any money off this shit, so I don't care. Just let them be mad. Here you go.
I'm 55 years old. I've raised 3 amazing kids. I built a beautiful business. I've had a great life. I'm blessed for being a 2-time stage 4 cancer survivor. I have an autoimmune disease that the doctors told me I have 5 years to live. Life has blessed me with many, what people would say, hardships. I call them blessings because the story's not over. And every little hardship that they say can turn into an amazing victory that can solidify your soul even stronger, that you can touch other people with your new story. This is just an acceptance of the situation, a lot of gratitude, and this is the outcome from it.
So here's the problem. It's the holidays. You're excited. You want to be there for your family, for your friends. You want to take it all in. And yet then there's this other challenge, which is there are all these stresses around us, and we all are born with a 2-million-year-old brain. A brain that's always looking to protect us from something wrong, a brain that's looking for what's wrong, and of course what's wrong is always available. You know, there's always some challenge to be faced, always something to be concerned about, something to be stressed about, something to be frustrated about, something to be worried about. But you know what? What's wrong is always available, so is what's right. Gratitude is the one emotion that is the antidote to what messes up our life. There's so many emotions that mess us up, but if you had to pick the 2 primary ones that mess up relationships, mess up your career, mess up your happiness, what are they? Fear, and on the other side, anger. This holiday, it's time to activate gratitude. Have you ever had a moment that was just a total sacred moment or a gift that you could feel grateful for? Or maybe a moment where you met someone, you were going one place, and you met someone you totally love, or maybe the love of your life today. Just take a moment and think about this. And if you really want to have a completely different holiday, then what you want to do is train your brain to look for what's right. Train your brain to appreciate. Why not just have a daily practice of at least finding 3 things you can feel grateful for, and don't think about them intellectually. Actually step in your body and focus on it like you're back in that moment. It could be a moment from 20 years ago, 10 years ago, it could be from today. But let the power of gratitude roll over you. and battle the one thing that gets in the way, that law of familiarity. The law of familiarity says if you're around anything enough, you tend to take it just a little bit for granted. It's human nature. And the way to stop that is stop, feel it, and appreciate it. Let your consciousness, your heart, your soul guide you instead of your head and your mind. That will change the holidays, and that will change your life.
Yo, that was deep. That was deep. What if you couldn't breathe? What if you lost everyone in your family? Fuck. What if you lost just one person in your family? What if your job closed down today? What if you were hungry and had no money? What if you couldn't see? The list goes on and on. Being grateful is a must to be happy. We cannot only have emotion for what we don't have. That was written by me. That wasn't a quote. We can't just be happy for shit that we think is good because it's something that we needed or because it's something that we want. We have to learn how to be happy. And by doing that, you have to go to the root cause of what makes you happy. The root cause of what makes you happy. One of them is gratitude. Gratitude will allow optimism, selflessness, spirituality. You can tell I'm not spiritual. I can't even say the shit. Empathy and self-esteem. All of those will channel to true happiness if you learn how to be grateful. Some of you guys are just unfucking grateful. You can get $1 but want $2. You can get $5 but want $10. Somebody can buy you a new pair of Air Jordans. You're going to say you want the LeBrons. Entitled. Selfish. Greedy. You're not grateful. And you need to learn how to be. Parents, if you're watching, and look, some of y'all, I know y'all, you don't need to hear everything I'm telling you. And I'm not sitting here trying to preach to you, man, but in a sense I am, because if it's just one of y'all out there that's listening to me, man, your children, with what's going on in this world and what's been going on in this world, it is so fucking important, man, that you raise your kids with a good heart. You raise your kids to be grateful. You raise your kids to get out there and do for others. Fuck all that. Well, fuck all that. I'm going to say it. Fuck all that. I wanted to be a lawyer, doctor, Indian chief. That wasn't my approach when I raised my son. My approach was to support him. I wanted my son to be a good human. I wanted him to have a good heart. I wanted him to be selfless. I wanted him to have humility, you know. I wanted him to be humble. The rest of that shit takes care of itself because, see, I knew a long time ago it wasn't about the money. If you encompass all of those things into your character, life is going to be good to you regardless of your financial status. So you have an opportunity as a parent to teach them this. Instead of breaking your fucking back and thinks, I got to send them to this fucking $70,000 a year college, teach them that shit. Teach them that. Right? And then we're going to add on top of that. Then you teach them how to own their own business. Then you teach them how to do this shit. That means parents, you got to get you some work done. You got to do some research. You got to fix you first. You got to fix you first. Because at the end of the day, if your shit broke, their shit's going to be broken. And we see all these fucking stories, man, of these kids, man, out here going through it. I know times are tough. I know the bills are piling up. I know unemployment. I understand and I get it. But you're alive and you're kicking. And God has given you, or your higher power, or whatever you want to call it, has given you the opportunity to be happy. And as long as you have the opportunity to be happy, man, it's a shame if you don't go for it. I'm telling you. This is some serious shit, man. So, I hope you all have a good week. And I hope that some of this sunk in, man, to you, because it's near and dear to my fucking heart. I leave my house in the morning, I go to work, I might stop at the store, I might stop, and I just see angry people. I see people that have been so caught up in shit, in propaganda and everything else is going on in the media in the world, that they're just walking around fucking mad. You gotta learn how to be happy. You gotta learn how to be happy. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I would love to see you populate some positive energy on the population, because we need that shit. I usually say I want you to mush negative people to the negative section, because fucking we don't need them. But before you do that, let's make one attempt to turn that fucking frown upside down. Then if they want to be an asshole, fuck them, because you don't need that energy in your circle, right? We're going to work on ourselves. We're going to work on being better. And when you wake up, the first thing I want you to say is thank you for waking me up. Thank you for letting me breathe this air. Thank you. Because no matter all the bad shit that's going to happen to you during that day, it don't matter. There's 10 times more shit that's good in your life. You got to learn how to appreciate it. So until next time, guys, thank you for tuning in. Please make sure you do some @ to the comments so I can see who's the one. I'm trying to give you a free shirt. The shirt's nice. Just fucking @ some people so they can see the shit. Help me out. All right? Next week, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Eventually, we're going to start having some guests. But until then, you just got me, and I hope that's good enough. I love you. Have a great week. Bless.
To all the big homies, what we doing for our generation? How we living by example when we ain't creating? Opportunities we got, but we too busy hating. We lost focus, shit, I know I did, I'm on vacation. Too busy trying to get the closing card. Too busy chasing hoes and living like the summer's ours. I'm ashamed I lost direction. I'm redefining life and sharing all these blessings. Little homie, take a seat and listen. I know your daddy gone, but I'ma be the intervention. Seize life, know you a king, stay sharp.